I would request now, I have one of the dynamic entrepreneur, Mr. Anurag Tiwari, Director of RECYKAL Innovation, to kindly deliver your remarks.
Thank you, Akram. Good afternoon to all of you. Good afternoon to General V.K. Singh, sir. Thank you, Mr. Akram, for giving us opportunity to share our learnings from the plastic waste industry, the EPR, the implementation of EPR of plastic in plastic waste industry. I'm Anurag Tiwari, founder and director of RECYKAL Innovations Private Limited. We founded our company RECYKAL in 2015, and just after 1 year of our incorporation, we received the rules for plastic waste management. So in 2016, the first rule came. It was having a guideline kind of thing for the implementation of plastic waste, but people are not having very clear action plan for the fulfillment of the obligation of the brand owners. So in next 4 years, so from 2016 to 2020, we developed our things many times. We received amendment in the rules 4 times. So now we can say we are having a matured kind of set of rules or guidelines or action plan or SOP. On the basis of these things, we can implement plastic waste EPR obligations or fulfill the obligations in present time. So what learning we are having, if we talk about, in plastic waste, we are having two kind of waste like recyclable waste and the non-recyclable waste. Or we can say the plastic waste which is having value, another is the waste which is not having any value. So both kind of waste are having different way of collection, different way of handling, different way of means we cannot put same kind of efforts in both kind of waste. So in non-recyclable waste, we need to follow a reverse supply chain of municipal solid waste. Means waste is which is coming to the landfills because it is not having any value. So as we talk about RECYKAL, in last 1 year, as per the CPCB, it is having CPCB mentioned in one presentation. The industry is committed to fulfill EPR obligations of around more than 7 lakhs in a year. So RECYKAL did 1.4 lakhs in last 1 year. We established our collection mechanism in 30 states and UTs in 165 cities pan India. So if you talk about ऊपर में उत्तरकाशी और नीचे हुसूर तक या उधर आसाम में तेजपुर से लेकर इधर दमन तक, the pan India we are covering. So it is not our choice because we are working with more than 150 national brands or international brands, brands like P&G, brands like ITC, Dabur, Coca-Cola. So for brands who are having presence or having distribution channel pan India, we need to fulfill or collect as per their range. So we developed our system in our collection module or our infrastructure on a pan India level. So in tire industry, we are having a material which is having value. So it is a recyclable kind of thing. People are recycling it. The country is having a recycling infrastructure, but as per the CPCB, we need to fulfill the environment compliances. So most of the plants who are recycling the waste is not traceable and waste is not having the authorized recycling setup. So the industry can learn from the recyclable waste management part of the plastic waste. So what we can recommend to the tire industry, we are going to use the material or we are going to be into the business of making tires for next so many years. So we are having a long-term plan for the business expansion. So in the same way, we need to have a long-term plan for the implementation of the EPR obligation of particular brand. So brand cannot have a year-long procurement policy or a short-term kind of thing. If we are going to do something really on ground or really sustainable or really a thing on which we can rely our business, we can integrate that particular thing into our business. So we need to develop a sustainable thing, a long-term thing. So for that, the brand owners, as a producer, or the recycler, or the companies like RECYKAL as an implementation or coordination entity for the ecosystem, we all need to come together and make a long-term action plan to develop a ground level infrastructure for the collection of the thing and for the recycling of the product, what we are having. So in general, if we talk about how we are going to implement the policy, we all need to put efforts to make an infrastructure on ground which can help us to do our business on a long way. Many times people mention about circularity. Circularity is not going to be a choice. It is for the survival. If any company, any tire manufacturer or electronic equipment manufacturer or the FMCG company who's packing their main product into plastic packaging, they all need to fulfill, they all need to think, they all need to plan as per in and around the circularity. So how we can, as we are distributing our main material to the market, the same way we need to collect back our material, and the material which is going outside our factory, the same way we need to collect back that particular material or type of that material into our things. That recycling factories will be the part of the business of main business of your company. So this is the future. My learning is that we should think about in a holistic way to create an ecosystem, not just a process, not just to collect something which is actually coming under the obligation. So long term is circularity and holistic way to develop business. My submission, sir. Thank you.